9 from 7.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We finished Mario Party 8, and now we're gonna rate the awesome library of mini games this game has. This game's all up and down.
This library is.
It's gonna be full of S's and F's.
I am gonna admit, it's one of the most memorable just because of how weird the games are.
Right. Well,
they're so out there.
Let's start with aim of the game. It's a battle one.
This one I think is a D tier because everyone knows you shoot 50 and then times 2 times 2 times 2.
That's it.
And then
do you think fighting for the times 2 with other people is fun, or do you think there's just too many and it's like whatever?
There's so many. There's only one person that can't max theirs out.
Yeah, usually it's only like 1 or 2 people.
Okay.
So it's kind of like whatever.
Because we played with 3 players, there was one time where I could have got them all, but I misshot.
We played when we got it the last time.
It's not broken though.
You and Drew both could have maxed your points out, but Drew hit the times 2 first.
Yeah.
And you did
and
something.
I accidentally shot a 30 instead of times 2.
I messed up once too. So yeah.
So there's.
I don't even know how I made that mistake.
Is this really D. average or just
It's D.
When I get it, it's like I don't want to play this. So
okay.
D.
Yeah. All right. This one's paint misbehaving.
This one is do.
Yeah, you just constantly spray until the last second.
Okay.
I think it's okay.
C.
Yeah, C tier.
The most whatever game you can think of. Yeah.
That one came back.
Now this is a
now
different
this
story.
is the best game in this game.
This is your favorite right off the bat,
This is my favorite. Yep.
Yeah, this one's S tier.
This one is.
This is like one of the few super godlike games.
Yeah. This one's really fun.
This is the one I wish they would have put in Superstar.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's
because
the
that
physics.
one could be done with button controls. Man.
It could have.
It's the physics that's really fun. Now this is at the Chomp Wash. This is a very.
I didn't like this.
I like the presentation.
I like mashing games, but I don't like rapid shake games that much. There's only one in this game that I did like. That was rapid shake.
Well,
we'll get to it.
I would.
This one actually made my wrist hurt the next day.
Yeah, Tyler went all in. I said,
chill out.
I would be driving and then out of nowhere my wrist would just start throbbing. I was like,
ew. Well, that's sad.
Like,
it's not worth the arthritis, okay?
I think I would rather shoot and aim like this than.
Yeah.
I like the chain chomp one better because it's got a cute presentation.
I think it's a C.
I would put it top of C.
I put it, top of C for now. It's fine because
I like how cute the presentation.
This is the same thing.
This is the exact same thing. Different presentation.
I would put in D tier.
The only difference is
not nearly as fun.
The only difference is this is a duel, so there's more on the line.
There's also a number that counts down.
Especially where we learned how to time the dart throw. There's a lot more on the line with this game. You could lose 2 stars with this game.
You like this one because of the stakes it can bring.
Yeah, I think that makes it a little more fun. You're more likely to mash crazy because I'm going to lose 2 freaking stars right now. Ah!
I think you're at a 2-1 vote loss.
If you're saying C, I'm at a 2. Because I think
I
think that there's too many just
C.
shake in some random direction.
Brandon, do you like it more
I don't
or
like
less
the presentation of that one at all. And I like the presentation of the Chomp one because it's cute.
Well,
I like this one more. Just purely because of the stakes at hand.
Well, another duel. You and Brandon did it once.
This one is annoying that you gotta rotate like this to move.
Let me find out the name.
Remember how me and you won this? We both we never reversed. Me and you both did. We just went all gas.
Brandon somehow just rotated his wrist a little faster than me. That one is
okay.
That one is pretty much a mash game that they did not. That was trying to hide. It's also.
It's like
it's a
middle
C tier.
Middle of C. I like it more than Chain Chomp. Because at least there's a reverse kind of skill.
It also has the dual buff.
C for controller waggle.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is also kind of another mash.
This one I thought was kind of fun. But Brandon said it didn't work.
It was not working for me. The motion controls.
You go like this, and then you go.
Throw. You got it working. It's kind of like the boat one. We never got it working.
I think what it was, because they want you to spin it to have more throw power. I think it registered a stop spin for when you wanted to throw.
I don't know.
Because it's a Wiimote without Wii Motion Plus. It only registers swing or no swing. So I think it was.
Well, it can sense which direction.
Kinda. Yeah, I mean it kinda does. I don't know. Whenever I tried to throw it, it never worked.
I think it was looking for the controller to be pointed towards the TV though.
Maybe.
I think it was looking for the pointer.
That's what I was trying to figure out is why my controls weren't working.
It is better than that one, but I like the Chomp one better.
It's weird.
I like the Chomp one more, actually, just because... For me, I'm salty because the controls did not...
Okay.
This is an F-tier game.
Ugh.
If you're on the bottom...
You didn't even discuss it.
Who's going to defend that game? literally.
But Drew, you
usually
could, like,
the first drop and the person loses.
That
usually
might work as a 2v2, but as a 3v1, it's way too one-sided.
But Drew, you don't know where the bomb's going because it's got the little page in the middle.
Not knowing is bad for the bottom
I
person.
know.
Yeah, not knowing is bad for both parties.
This one can also be dropped
This
probably
one's
in D.
booting gallery.
This one, I like.
Oh no, this is the boo one. Sorry.
I like
This
this one.
is
I
the
think this
2v2.
one's like a B tier.
I thought this was the one where the person
So
scaled
B for
the
boo.
tower.
Yeah,
What'd you
B
say?
for boo.
This one's fun. Yeah, B.
That one's fun.
This one's.
This one was interesting. The saw
This
did
one-
not freaking work for me, but it was still a lot of fun.
I think
Breakneck
this one's
building.
A tier.
It did
Drew
look
laughed
really
his
fun.
ass off because I painted like a goddamn maniac.
You were like a pixel away because you.
I was like,
insane.
boom, boom, boom.
That looked really
like a-
cool.
Like
Mine was like
Picasso
completely
out here.
blue, and I was like, "Where the hell is mine not painted?" And I saw it
Yeah.
right before Brandon finished.
It
It.
looked
Yeah.
like a fun duel.
That one's fun. That
It,
one's
it
an
is
A tier.
fun. I'll give it an A.
This one.
Oh yeah, the Drew pops the wrong balloons.
Yeah,
This
That
is
was-
like
that was
the
pretty
first.
embarrassing.
This is the first.
Bumper balloons.
This is the first time a driving game has really not been fun.
Yeah, it's true.
It's,
That honestly is. It's the only
Top
time.
is C.
it's
It
whatever.
functions.
Yeah,
I don't
fine.
hate it, but it's like
It's
give
not
me A.
crazy.
It's fine.
This one I think is.
Fun luck
This is an
It's a luck game
S-tier
with-
luck game.
with good.
This is how you make luck fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta make it a
pick
fun
card,
presentation.
and then the presentation's like,
Party
oh, I have
haters.
an HP bar. Oh, you're getting smacked by a
Party
thwomp,
haters,
sucker.
I
Presentation
will
can make
say-
or break entertainment.
I will say I do think Alpine Assault's more fun.
It
Yeah,
is.
this
Alpine's
one's
the best
too.
in this game. I'm still telling you.
This-
Oh yeah, F tier. Don't need to discuss.
This
It's
is
a robot.
F tier.
I guess this
This
one's
is literally the opposite of what
I'm
the
a-
other F tier is.
I'm offended you haven't put an F already like you did the other game where you instantly just boop.
Well, I was trying to think which one was worse. I think at least they survive a little more, but it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're both just as terrible.
They're both dead.
This one looked cool. Some
This one was
F-Zero
really
stuff.
fun.
So that one is super fun.
I love they gave you 3 boosts you could use.
It's so sad. that
Cosmic
the-
Saloon.
It's so sad how there's so many dual
Salad.
games.
We didn't
And
even
they put
play like
so
none of
many
these.
4-player and 2v2.
That was a
I
bad
don't know why they
decision.
did that.
Bad
Even
decision.
if
That
they,
one was like an S tier racing game. It's so fun.
It actually was. It was
do you
like
guys like it that much?
Yeah. I'd put it,
yeah, I'd
Right
put
here?
a
Yeah, I'd put
Yep.
it right in the middle.
because you interact with each other just like the snow one too. That's another
Right.
reason the snow was fun.
Okay,
to
this one
interact.
above the lasso, below
great.
the
This
top.
one's an F for me. I actually don't like this.
Well, it's just like all the other ones, Brandon.
I know.
What the
Well, I
heck?
guess maybe not F. I'll put D. It's my least favorite match
Crank to
one. That's
rank.
why.
It's your least favorite.
It's my least favorite. Shake like
Worse
crazy.
than the lasso?
Yeah. I mean, the lasso didn't work, but if I could have gotten it to work like you did, it would have. The lasso would have been more fun.
I like this one more than the chain
I
shot.
don't-
See, I put it one below the chain.
I like the chain jump better.
Okay, we'll
Oh, just raise the flag! Done. That's it.
This one,
don't like
one's decent. This one requires a little teamwork coordination. Because
The
hey,
CPU one
buddy,
once.
I know that there's a
Yeah, I
carrot.
know.
This one's like, hey, I know there's a
Surprising.
carrot right here, but if you come move this one for me so I can get the moles, it's
Right.
got some
Yeah,
coordination.
it's got
It's
some
pretty
coordination. It's
I
neat.
think it's like
I'd
a
put it here.
lower.
I put a B. I put it above the boo.
I was gonna put slot 2 and A.
No, I'm feeling where Drew's at.
I like
I'm feeling
the
where
boo
Drew's
one
at.
more.
Okay.
Yeah. This one's S
This
tier,
is-
baby.
This,
This
is
is
S
this.
tier.
Yeah,
Woo!
this is this game's luck battle minigame.
This one's slot 2 for me. It's
So we've got an
hilarious.
S tier luck.
Cut for the team.
We have
We
an
got two
S tier.
S-tier lucks.
We have S tier luck duel and S tier luck battle.
I put it slot 2.
You put it here,
Yeah.
Ooh, you like
It's
it more than the
hilarious
race?
because you cut and then you're like,
and
oh
then
crap,
you just fall
oh
down
crap,
the Grand
oh crap,
Canyon.
I'm fine. Or you cut, oh crap, oh crap.
I'm okay with that.
And I love
could-
how the
could-
camera
could go
just-
there.
Well, Tyler puts it here. I put it here.
Yeah.
Brandon, where do you want it?
I'm okay with where Tyler has it.
Okay. Oh,
I
this,
love that
Don't
one.
even discuss this one. F tier bottom.
F
Sorry.
tier, this is the worst 4-player game, but
In the series.
It's above the 2
In-
1v3.
I think it's better than these two.
The fact that you guys think there's games worse than that hurts my feelings.
Well, look.
Well, here's the thing.
Hurts my
That one
feelings.
sucks complete ass. Like worse
It
than anything.
sucks.
But at least if I'm always guaranteed the chance to win. The other two, if I'm whatever team I'm on, is what determines what happens.
This
know-
one you can
you
at
know
least
what-
fight for a
you know-
win.
you know
These
what-
two you cannot fight for a
You
win.
know what I say? If you can't fight for the win on those two, at least they're over faster.
That's not an excuse.
That
no,
game, I
it's
have-
not an excuse.
Okay.
I think
Wait,
it is.
wait,
I have to
Brandon-
not have fun for longer with that one.
Brandon's
The other's like, I'm not having fun, but I just die. All right,
Brandon's
let's play
kinda
the board.
Convincing me because that game sucks and it sucks for
And
like a minute.
it sucks for
straight.
like a minute straight. The
And
other
the
two's like,
other
hey, they're
one-
dead.
the other
Next,
one's
let's
like,
just go on
Go
game.
Okay, game over.
At least this one makes me try. This one's like,
That-
okay,
Those two help
Go
me
ahead.
get to the next fun part.
What kind of
Whereas the
minigame-
other one, you're
what,
stuck.
What kind of goddamn minigame encourages you not to play it? Okay, come on.
So
These
you're both
two
making
are
good
god
points
awful.
because on one hand, I
And that one's kind of good too, but
see, here's the thing. On one
Why
hand,
force you to play one that sucks for so long?
God, the mini game of the hour. This is getting political.
put it in the middle.
I guess, but it makes no sense that it's
Put it
there.
in the middle.
I think
Because
it's the
I
worst.
can't decide which of your arguments
Yeah.
is better.
What? This one's better than this one, but
Because it's like, okay, here's a mini game you don't want to play, but it's over in 2 seconds.
Here's where,
Or
okay,
I'm
no,
gonna make you play something that you hate, but you're gonna play it for like 2 minutes.
Here's
instead.
how I really feel. If I could give them all exactly 0 points, that's what it would be.
Yeah.
These all should honestly just be tied at just
Yes,
the worst.
but
It's
we
a
don't-
3-way tie. All right, let's do
But
that.
we don't have an
Ugh.
option.
We don't
for
have an
that.
option.
Ugh.
But the next one is frozen assets.
Okay.
Let's look at something
Probably a
fun.
lot less controversial. This one's a lot of fun.
This one I'd put.
Oh yeah, this is the dual
You break
one
the-
where
you break the
punch each other
ice.
and you break the ice to try to
Yeah.
get crystals.
Yeah, and
This was fun.
The
This
crystal
is A
bounces
tier.
in a random direction.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat that it does
I
that.
think
And the
that
ground
one's
pound stunts for a year,
I'll
so
put
it's
it
fun
here.
Yeah,
sabotage.
top of A tier duel. That one's
Yeah,
really good.
that one's fun. I'm
Oh,
sorry we
okay.
got pretty heated in the
This
F tier,
one,
but
this one I love.
Glacial
This
Meltdown.
one takes a while.
Takes a bit.
it takes a while.
I think it all comes down to: did you get knocked in the direction the
yeah.
The ice is
the
tilting.
ice is tilting because you're usually dead. because
We
of
have
that.
never once hit someone with a shell. We got
No.
that game 3 times, if I
Yeah,
remember.
it's just too
If you
hard.
hit
So
someone
I don't
with a
think
sh-
that shell's honestly a fair factor
Well,
to
I
throw
think
in
the
either.
shell is pretty much a guaranteed KO if you can hit someone because it's hitbox.
But we just never got to see
too
it.
But
hard.
regardless, I think it's bottom of A tier. I love
I
it.
agree. I still
Yeah.
have fun with it. At least it's.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a D tier.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called,
the
but
only-
it's the racist
It's
arcade. Blah blah blah.
I almost wanted to put an F, but I forget what's an F.
Yeah, Brandon.
D tier.
Can you imagine F tiers being competitive? Like you gotta
Ugh.
really suck to
You
get.
have to really
You gotta
suck.
really suck if you want to come in this party.
Yeah, this part of town
I'd
is a
put it
here.
really
I'd
bad
put it
part
here.
of
This
town.
is an S tier 2v2 right here.
Oh yes.
I
This
love
one's
Grabby
fun.
gridiron.
This one's fun.
This
I-
one put in slot.
But Drew always got mad. What the hell are you responding with yet?
I'd put it
I put
here.
this one. Yeah,
It
I
was
put
fun.
it probably slot
I-
3, but
You put it here.
I put it one more to the right from there. One more right. I
Alright,
put
we'll,
there.
We'll have to go in the middle.
right in
then.
the middle.
Below race car. for
This
me.
one looked fun. You guys.
This
look
one's
like,
quite a bit of
This
fun.
one's a really fun sorting one because
Eye
it's
on the
going real
prize.
fast. Like, oh crap! This is
One of
like
the
one
few
of the
times
few
I
things
like
where
the-
motion controls work.
One of the few times I like it because it is nuanced. You could do like a slight tilt
And
and
at
then
the
like
end,
make
it
it tilt.
just at the end it just vomits colors. And
Oh
I'm
my
just gonna
God.
hope I get it.
I literally just go like that.
I think that one's a bottom of A tier.
Yeah, that one's
That
a-
one's fun.
I'd say top A. That one's close to S for me.
Really, I put it.
It's
here.
a lot of fun.
I put it here, but if you guys both say
It's
A,
it's
we're an A.
pretty close.
Well, I said bottom of A. Brandon said top of A.
It's probably the best A tier game.
I would say up an S, so we'll have to do that.
The next one's S, baby.
This one's catastrophe.
So the turning physics being garbage and
Actually
the track
adds to the
never
fun.
changing means it's an A tier for me. But
Well, the
top
track
of
the
A.
track never
I don't
changing
really
doesn't
struggle
add
with the
to it.
turning. Once I played it 10 times, that's how many times they gave it to us.
The
Well,
turning-
I put it top of A.
I
but
think
you
the
guys-
turning adds to the fun, but yeah, the fact the track doesn't change is a little iffy.
Well, it's like, oh,
but-
here's a brake button, and the brake
Well,
button
Cartwheel
does
never did in
nothing.
7. You still loved
I was
it.
gonna say cartwheel also never changed. Because what helps them is the player interaction. Every time it's kind of different. Sometimes Drew cuts my ass off. Sometimes Tyler's right behind me.
It's the player
Kinda fun.
interaction. Can you
Kinda makes it fun.
Can you cut in front of them?
Yeah. I'm
Can you
just-
take that turn
Risk
sharper?
reward.
I'm
Yeah,
just thinking
I like
about
it.
like other racing games in the past, like Cartwheel or
Right.
the
It's a bit
snow one
slower.
in this game. I think are just
Yeah,
significantly.
but
They
the
are
thing is,
better.
you have to compare it to the games in that game, not to
Yeah.
other games.
Oh.
You want to do a mini game tier list of all 12 games where
Oh
we
my
sit there
God,
for
that
800
would
mini
take
games and
forever.
just sit
We
there
would
all
start
day?
clocking out.
Yeah, we would. With that said, I'd
It's
put it
bottom
here.
S for me.
Okay, I'd put it here.
It's a lot of fun every time you get it.
I put in top of A, so I guess that evens out.
It's
I
in
guess
the S somewhere.
Brandon's.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's
A brawler?
So-
That's not too bad.
This one, if it was a 4-player free for all, I
King
would
of the
like
Thrill.
it more.
Okay.
I don't like
Really?
it when it's like my teammate wins and I won, and so the game just,
Just
ends
stops.
there.
but
I thought
yeah,
it was neat. They tried
It-
to do it kind of like a tournament kind of.
It is kind of like a tournament, and and if the final fight does happen, it's pretty cool.
Yes.
It's really
where
fun.
things start
The final-
breaking.
If
and-
you do all 3 rounds, I think it's S tier. But a lot of the time, you get stuck just doing the 2 rounds.
especially
and
if
it just feels like
CPU
it
is your
ends up
teammate,
roughly.
Mario never moves.
Yeah.
So I put it at the very bottom of A.
I fought Mario every time, Drew. I
agree.
literally always held right. Jump
Yeah.
kick, dead. Because
Yeah,
he never
Mario
moved.
died.
He never
I did
walked.
that to Drew one time because Drew wasn't paying
Yeah.
attention.
I was.
And
I
so
don't
we
know what
both
happened.
won,
to my
and then
brain
it
at
was
that
like
time.
over.
With that
I
said,
put it A. I like it better than the
Like I
ice
said, if
fight.
it was a 4v4,
I like
would
it better than
still
the ice
be-
fight, though, Drew. I'd put it one more up.
I'm just saying that one could have been a 4v. I like the
Because the ice
better.
fight goes on a lot longer, and sometimes it's like, okay,
Well,
I'm ready for this to be over. I can't hit no the
The
show.
top fight doesn't have a time limit. Well,
But it kind of does with the
break-
way
yeah,
it
they break
breaks.
the floors down.
They should have made the ice one break. If
'Cause
this
that-
one broke, it'd be an S.
Because that top middle one
Yeah.
breaks to where one kick will always knock them all the way off.
I will still have to agree with Tyler. It's a 2
You
to
like
1
the ice
vote.
better?
I
Yeah,
said
we
that
like the
one
ice
was exactly the same, but
They're
4
close.
players, where it's like, okay, we'll pit 2 people randomly, and then those 2 will always fight on the top. It'd be S tier, but
that
because
would
of
be kind of
that,
cool.
This next one is lava or leave them.
You the hitboxes
this
are
one
kind of
felt
rough.
non-functional. I put it in top of D, or bottom of C.
Yeah, it's not F, thankfully.
I don't think it's as bad as these. I'd put it.
You
yeah.
can win it, but the Potaboos have a lot larger hitbox than what they're shown to, and so I get hit a lot just by trying to be
Right.
safe.
I'd put it here.
I
don't
have a sneaking suspicion that the later games comparing to this one, this would probably be a D tier.
Right, but when you have to compare it to the games in this game.
No, I meant in this game, but that we
Oh.
haven't gotten to yet.
Oh, well, I'd put it here. I think it's.
Because from what I remember thinking that game more as a lower end, so I would put a D as well.
Where in D? Do you think it's.
I put top. It's better than those 2 for sure.
Okay, well.
This one had a whole control that I didn't understand. A lob button.
Yeah, I don't know what the lob button was for.
It
I
shot
think it
over
was-
your teammate
No, I think
or
the,
your enemy.
I think the lob button was to shoot it up, and then you go and shoot a straight shot to try to make them move.
Yeah,
towards
was that
it.
like a trick shot?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's like a
The
feint
lob
or
is
something?
the lob is supposed to be a longer shot. It's not
Yep.
supposed to avoid the enemy. You shoot it up, and then you shoot one to make them move, and then it lands.
It's
on
a
them.
delay shot to trick the other player. But.
But
I never really
they
found use for
don't
it.
they don't describe that very well. And the gameplay.
Yeah, 'cause I thought it went over their head because you only move left and right. You don't go forward and back.
the description didn't help.
So I don't.
I don't know. I think it's just all right. It's a
Yeah.
C tier for me.
It's C.
I
Where
put
C
it-
gamers.
I put it between the flag and the chomp.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's C. Here's another race one that's pretty fun. It's
I
a
actually-
team
Okay,
racing
this one's
game. You don't-
amazing. This one's probably an S
Lean, mean,
tier.
This
ravine.
is definitely one of the better ones in 8.
I think this is a bottom of S tier
I'm having a hard time of
because it's so fun. You coordinate and
Right.
you try not, and you can crash into each other.
I'd put
and
it
screw
here.
up each other.
I'd put it here.
I put it slot 2 because I like the sorting one better.
Okay.
So I'd put it.
We'll do that average.
My S tier's not there.
It was close, but I like sorting. The sorting one's a little funner.
This next one's too
Is-
easy to tie. It's a
it's
C
lob
tier.
to
It's
Rob.
shooting gallery, but super slow.
It's C tier.
It's a worse version
I'd
of
probably
the.
put it here.
It's yeah, because
It's a worse version of one that's
the-
gonna come up later.
the plunger shooter is way
Yeah.
better.
The apple.
The little
Yeah,
plunger crossbow.
I actually really like that one.
That's just a worse version.
This one is. I'm trying to find
This
the
one's
name.
This
very
one
hectic.
overloaded my brain.
This
honestly.
one's very hectic. I think that one's like. I think
It's a hard mini game.
I think it's middle of B.
Locomotives.
I think it's middle of B.
It was middle B because it had a lot going on, which could be fun, but at the same time, it was like, what just popped? What
You have to
happened?
do a lot of multitasking or whatever you want to call
yeah,
it.
a lot.
Well, you guys know my opinion on Mosh Pit Playroom.
Drew
love it, right?
thinks it's
Hello.
the best
Actually,
game.
well, no, I like this one more. I will
You
put
agree,
I will
okay.
put a second place
I
though.
will say
This
the
is
Mosh
S
Pit
tier.
one is an S tier because like
It's
there's
S tier
colors
easy.
everywhere.
It's
Get
S tier
them.
easy.
Yep, I think it's a lot of fun. Just jumping
I
around
would put
collecting
it
50
in
orbs.
slot 4. I'd put it right above the duel minigame, but right below the
Right here?
the rugby game.
All right, Tyler and you, or Brandon, you.
I know it's S, but I don't really know where. I guess I'd put it below the F-Zero racing one. That's what I call it. 'Cause
Okay,
I forgot the name.
the average will be Tyler's.
Yeah.
At least my boy's up there.
All right, cake one. This is
We
kind of
only did this one
kind of
once.
fun.
Oh, this is where we grab the decorations, put it on the cake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
just,
you do
you're
it
just
with a-
pointing and clicking A
You co-
basically, but
you coordinate it with a teammate.
it's like okay, I'll put the chocolate piece or whatever.
It's fine.
It's
Yeah.
it's the
I put it
second
here.
one in C.
Yeah,
It's
Oh, you
not
put it here?
offensive, yeah,
I put it
right there.
above.
Okay.
It's better than all the shake mash.
I think
There's
so.
only one shake mash I love. We still
I
haven't
think
gotten
this
to it
one's
yet.
F tier boring.
In the nick of time. It's the clock one.
I think it's too touchy and it's really boring.
You
and
said
I-
which tier? F?
Top of F.
So I'm stuck between bottom
It's
D,
not
top
as
F.
bad as those three, but I don't think it belongs in D tier. It's just really boring.
Because I really hate it too. Oh, but do I hate it F
I
too
think
much?
I think it barely gets to escape the hell pit.
Oh, so you guys are gonna make me be the deciding factor?
Yeah, Brandon.
God
Because
damn it!
these are you have.
Those
to,
are horrendous.
I don't think it's.
Things don't need to be that bad to be an F tier, though. That's my argument.
True.
We're
That
now
is true.
clouded by how bad those games
Those
are.
need their own trash tier.
All 3 in D tier are, I think, significantly better than the stupid clock.
Okay, so basically what comes down for me is would I rather play the card game, the shooting card game, or would I rather play the clock? And I think I'd rather play the shooting card game. So
Okay.
I put it F.
Okay.
I put top of F.
Well,
I've decided. I'm sorry. Don't make me change my mind because I could any day.
He's an F, hanging on the ledge, trying to get out of D, but he just can't.
Not
he's
quite.
Too fat.
If you asked me another day, I'd probably say D.
Yeah.
I go.
He's like
I can go either way.
This one is called Picture Perfect.
Damn, feeling mean.
This one's alright.
It's okay. Yeah, that's what it
This
is.
it feels kind of random because I learned that those things cycle randomly.
Yeah, they do cycle randomly.
I'd put it here.
So that if they didn't cycle randomly, it'd be a lot better. But
What do you guys think?
I think that's a very
I think that's a little
acceptable
generous.
spot.
See, for me that was kind of
I would have
generous.
put it right.
I'd put it right
below. I'd put it right below my chomp wash.
I would have put it very bottom.
Okay, well, we'll go with Tyler. That seems like a pretty... We all agree on C, just different spots.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
Power
easy
trip.
F.
This one goes between the clock and the jump rope.
I agree.
This
Yep.
one,
Definitely agree.
Yep.
it's just barely, slightly better than those other
Barely.
3 below it, but that's not saying much.
This
Not
one's also
saying
another
much.
mash. It's Pumper Card.
Me and Drew did this one.
It's another
You hold A and
dual,
one, and
It's another dual mash, just like
me and
these.
Drew got very close to tying though.
did.
That seems like it's the one that would hurt your wrist the least.
It wasn't too bad doing it like that.
My
My only qualm with it was just how seemingly close it was.
it
to
lasted
get.
quite a while too.
It looked like it was too easy to get a tie. Like there was it's a mashing game, but it has a low
There's a
cap,
cap.
which doesn't help mashing.
If it's
I
got
put
a-
it here.
If it's mashed, don't put a
If it's
cap.
got a cap, it's got to be worse than.
I put it here.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Because me and Drew were like right on
Well,
that finish
I'd rather
line.
do that game to the right of it.
This one?
No, I'm talking
This
about.
one?
Yeah, I'd put it to the right of that.
Yeah, I would too. Honestly.
Right here? Okay. This one's Punch a
This
Punch.
one's S tier.
I like Punch
I
a
don't
Punch.
This
think
one's
it's
a lot of
S
fun.
tier.
It's bottom of S.
Well,
It's not as good as the rest up there, but it's better than sorting.
I put it here.
Yeah,
I think it's funner than
Drew is.
sorting.
You
I
put
put
it here.
Alright.
one to the right of Drew. I don't think it's S tier, but it's fun.
We'll have to-
I guess I can concede.
I put it one to the right of Drew, but Brandon would put it in S. So
I put it here. Guess
I'm-
we'll just do the
I
average.
can live with that.
But it leans more
this
this way.
platformer right here, this one was a lot of fun.
It
Because
does
you gotta
look cool.
rotate the screen and things move around. I think that's an A tier.
Rotation Station.
Yeah, I mean it's your fairly.
I
I,
think
mean not
it's-
super standard
I'd put
platformer
it
because
here.
again you have to control the camera. But
Yeah, I'd put it there.
yeah, do it up.
Okay.
Oh my God,
We didn't
this
get
one.
this one, but we did it off camera. It is called
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Road to Victory.
This one seemed
They
weird.
set
There was
you-
not enough obstacles to really.
They set you.
Except for that pole that the computers kept hitting their paddle against, which
they
is
set you.
hilarious.
They set you on a straight course for victory, with only one stick in the way. So if you
And
go
only, like,
perfectly
two
straight,
cheat sheets.
if you guys are going exactly the same right from the start,
If you and your partner are perfect, you can just go
you
straight.
pretty much
But
can
if
just
not,
go
then you'll have
all the
to.
way.
If not, you'll have to fix each
I
other.
think it's like a D tier.
Yeah, it's
I'd put it here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do it up, do it there.
God.
All right, with that.
Okay.
This was the one I mixed the boo one up with.
This one I think is
The
D
boo
tier.
shooting. This one is D.
Yeah, whatever this one's called.
It's D tier. It's like
It's the
there's
tower
a very
climbing
slight
one.
chance you can win, and the platforming is kind of fun.
They
But
always have the timer go out when you're so close to the end, so you're always like, oh, I coulda, but it never
Yeah.
really feels like you coulda.
yeah,
It feels like they
There's
just
way
knew
too
you
much
would
of-
lose right there every time.
I'd put it here.
yeah, that's
Yep.
fine.
Drew's favorite.
I know. The bottom of D tier. It's
Drew, you're not even gonna
boring.
say why.
Why is it F tier?
Because it's the slowest goddamn minigame ever created by mankind.
Okay, that is true.
It is
As soon as someone
bad.
You
pulls
can't. Yeah, you can't really.
Oh.
If someone pulls ahead, that's it.
That's
I will
it.
say the controls were also jank because I tried to turn left, but my lily pad was still sliding to the right,
Yeah.
and that's why I lost to Brandon that one time.
Yeah, ew.
Okay, yeah, top of F.
This one, both of these guarantee a winner, but this one's like at least it doesn't drag on as long as this one.
Yeah.
This one's
Wait, so you're saying the clock is better?
No, I'm saying this one's better because it ends sooner.
Yeah,
This one
the
takes
clock
longer.
one can take longer if people keep trading wins.
Yeah.
You're right.
But I thought you didn't like games that are made so you just don't want to play them
Brandon,
for as long.
These
You're like,
are-
it's different with those.
these are different because they're balanced.
Yeah,
Technically,
I guess.
all of us have the same controls.
yeah,
I guess, yeah.
This one is called Saucer
Well, I mean, the monkey
Swarm.
one's technically balanced. But...
This saucer one.
That's
is
why I
a lot
wanted
of
it
fun.
above, but you guys
But
didn't agree.
Ain't
This
that monkey?
saucer one is a lot of fun.
I think it's a lot of
and
fun.
I think
This
it's
one's
an
fun.
A tier.
I think it goes here.
I think it goes one more to the right.
I
Over
say
to the right?
one to the left.
Okay, well,
so
straight in the
So,
middle.
Drew, give it to yourself, gamer.
This is
This
Scooter,
one's fun.
Scooter Pursuit.
This one's an A
Drew,
tier. It's a lot of
remember,
fun.
reverse is not neutral.
Yeah.
Neutral's neutral.
I'd put it here.
Yeah, I put it lower. I like a lot
Really?
of
Lower?
A tier. Yeah.
I think it's quite a bit of fun. I would have put it
Actually,
higher.
I put it here.
I would put it higher. I'd put it slot 2, baby.
I put it where Drew's currently.
Slot 2, slot 2,
Sorry,
slot 2.
Brandon. It's a 2 to 1 vote.
It's fine.
This is a rhythm duel game, which is kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
they turned a basketball game into a rhythm game.
I don't think a Mario Party has ever had a rhythm game. Well, Mario Party 1 had the band,
Yeah.
but we didn't like that one.
Sucks.
This is a duel.
This one's
though.
a little better because it's a little.
It's a duel.
The song in Mario Party 1's also just like it just
It's like,
makes
is
you want to
this-
go to bed.
Is this even a song?
It's so slow.
Well, there's also that 1, 2, or 3 where it's a rhythm game where the person on stage picks the buttons and the people on the bottom have to press the buttons at the right
I
time.
also
yeah.
didn't like
that
that
one
one.
was rough.
This one is Settle It in Court.
This one I can't remember anything about it, and I think that's probably because it's probably a C tier and it's forgettable.
The most whatever
It was,
game.
yeah, it was pretty much just shake the remote and the ball's in the middle, hit A if Goomba's there. That's all you do.
I put it here.
Oh yeah, it was shake
And you
for
kicked my
basket.
freaking
Yeah.
ass because you're a rhythm god,
I put
man.
it
What
here.
the hell?
Yeah.
Freaking guy
That
got
works for
destroyed.
me. I'd put it one above the waving game. I don't like
It's
that
definitely
waving game.
C.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there.
Shake it up.
This
Get a
is the
sody.
best. This is the best mash one.
It's a pretty fun mashup. I just like,
I don't know. It's fun. It's short and it's sweet because it's got sweet soda.
I like
That's
it.
my second favorite one because my favorite one was the Chomp one.
This one's my
I like
favorite.
this one way more than the Chomp one.
I do.
I put that one
This one's way
below
better.
the Chomp, but you guys both love it way
Oh,
more.
I'm,
Brandon,
I'm
okay,
putting that
well,
one above the wave.
I would too.
Yeah, I think it's the best one.
This
It's
is
still
the,
not
this is
great
the,
because it's remote mashing,
This
but
one I think is an S tier
this one's pretty good.
Yeah.
because there was a lot of platform ones that
Sick
happened
and
for a
twisted.
while that felt like they had an invisible wall way too close. And this one
Every
actually works.
Mario Party game's got to have at least one platformer.
This platformer I think is an S tier platformer.
I'd put it
But I
here.
put it at the very bottom. Yes.
I would too.
Yeah, this one's quite a bit of fun.
This is also another S tier, I think.
Oh.
Snipe for the picking.
That one is like a middle S tier. That's actually really good.
That's a really
shooting
good
I
game.
would put it right here.
It's got quite
Yeah.
quite
Dead
the
center.
tension.
Dead
Yeah,
center.
sure.
It's high tension because everything's going fast, and it's also a battle
Yeah,
minigame.
you have 2
Yeah.
seconds per board.
They don't
Yeah.
keep it too easy for you, but they don't make it too hard, so I like it.
This game's
This-
funny because the loser backs up in a wheelchair, which I always thought was funny. This one's called Snow Way
That
Out.
one's kind of boring. You just
It is
kinda
boring,
walk
though,
around
yes.
a
It
little
is boring.
bit. I put that
You run,
one.
you jump. I remember the person on the snowmobile because it was always the CPU. You just point at A, so it's
Yeah.
like
I put it one above the little Goomba shooting gallery. I'd put it above the lasso.
yep, above the
Okay.
lasso. I'm with you on that.
Maybe above the.
Nah.
Alright.
That's where I draw the line.
Dude.
That's where I draw the
I
line.
didn't like that one at all.
This
Yeah,
one,
but I don't like that one even more.
Spectre Inspector. This
This
is
one was fun, but it was like really random, so I'd also put that
It's
one
a-
in C tier.
it's kind of
It was luck, but kind of fun, like walking
I like
around.
it better than this lob one you guys.
It's a luck
well,
one where you can improve your odds if you're good at finding
gamer.
unshaken spots better than your.
I put
opponent.
on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, go with that. Next one is Scribble to win. Drew, when Drew learned I could scribble and I won,
I did the
that tanked it for him.
I did the precision strat every time and won, and then the very last time we did it, Brandon decided to pick up the scribble strat, and I lost by 1
and that's
point.
when I won. That's the only time I won. Is
That one I think
I
is
literally
fun.
scribbled
That
a
one-
circle every time. No matter what shape, you always scribble a circle shape and you win.
I think that one's fun. I think that one's like top of B tier because if you are precise
Yeah.
and fast enough, you technically would be the better one.
Me, except the last time, but
But
yeah.
you know, if you're not accurate enough, then the scribble people can kind
You
of
see,
get it.
we've seen before though when a mini game allows you to cheese it, it drops points. You remember the mini games where you have to pick a card
Well-
quick, and Drew says the optimal way is just to mash one, and you're like, because of that I hate it. So
That's why
I don't know.
That's why I'm leaving it in B tier, not higher.
oh, that's why you're leaving it.
If
in
they
B.
punish the scribbling, Brandon, I would put it
Nope.
in S.
Yeah, if
But they did.
punish
They did
the
not.
They don't
scribbling,
punish
it'd
it.
be A
I'd
or
put it.
S.
I'd put it here.
And that's what I was saying. They needed to punish it.
But it's still fun.
So-
It's still. I think it's
I
still
still have
fun.
fun
when
You
with
do
could
it.
literally rock up and throw a can of paint at it. And
I
okay.
put it at very top of B though.
The very
It's my
top.
favorite of all these four.
It didn't help that the ink was really thick too. So even if it's a triangle, you can cover most of it with a circle. So you only have to scribble twice. And
They chose the thick.
This one felt like it didn't work that well to me. C tier.
This one,
Let me
I
see
don't
what
know
it's called.
if it was probably just Drew's
No,
pointer
D-tier.
or something.
It wasn't.
Because my hand was starting to drift to the right, even though I was literally just, tight circling.
I think it's D tier.
It's
What the heck's it called? Eyebrow. Okay.
It feels like well.
Uh,
This is a unique argument for me because I did scribble strap, but it felt like a worse version of the painting one because I also just did circles.
Yes, it's a significant worse version. Of
I
that
put it
one.
here.
I just did circles there
I'm
anyway.
fine with that.
You put it
I
here?
Did not have
Put
fun
it there. Go ahead.
with it. Okay, this one just like
Hey,
the
we
last
just
game,
we
is
just did this one in
garbage.
7 today, Drew.
This one's different because you
It's
can
a
boost.
duel.
You can risk yourself and boost further for it. But if if the other guy does it, I think it might be just random or whoever's closest to the center. I don't know.
And they
but you
made
also risk
Here's the
having a
thing.
Bowser one spawn in front of your
And
face.
they made it a duel because the other one was a 4v4. This one you're losing a
This
star.
one's not much better. What,
It really
I
wasn't.
think it's still.
It
a
really
D-tier
wasn't, Drew.
garbage game.
I would put it.
Most people just boost to the front. I don't know if Tyler did, but I held A the whole time.
Yeah,
I just stayed in the front the
'cause
whole
here's
time.
The thing, you might
And I
hit
never hit Bowser.
You might hit a Bowser, but if you're way up in the feckin' front, you're gonna get all the targets. I'm not gonna get any. So
Yeah, I rushed to the front. I
No.
never hit Bowser, so for me, they're the
if
same
it was
thing.
press A for a limited boost, like you press A and you go forward for a bit and you lose left and right control because you want to steal that 50.
That'd be
it'd
way
be better.
cooler.
And you know what
Yeah.
actually makes it worse for me than the other one, Drew?
Go on.
You're doing this with your hand
Well, you gotta
instead of
turn it,
using a
right?
stick, and
You're right.
sometimes
Oh, I
it
put it
doesn't
here.
move correctly.
I put it here.
Yeah.
I would, yeah, it's worse than the one in 7.
I love this one so
Baseball.
This one's fun.
much. Swing Kings.
One of the few times I love the motion controls.
This one,
I'll
I
admit.
think this one's like a bottom of A or top of B.
I think it's an S.
I was gonna say S too, actually.
You
This
guys
one's
both
like
think
bottom of
It's
it's
really
S.
fun. It
I like
reminds-
it more than the platforming one.
Okay, wait.
I can say that easy.
I do think it's better than the baseball one that was in like 6, but that
Or
one I
on
didn't
5?
think was S tier either. 5.
I think it
Whatever.
was. I
I
don't
don't
remember, but I loved that one too. I don't know why you don't
I
like
liked
random
it. I like
timing
this
swing
one.
games.
Wait.
but it's- In Mario Party 5,
Trying
I
to think,
have
the
one
one
like
in 5 is harder, but the one in 5 is more personality because sometimes it's like, like
Sometimes
the
it's-
double
sometimes-
baseballs and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, but
say
Shy
I like
Guy's an
that one.
asshole. Sometimes like
Yeah,
you
he'll-
do it again. I forget.
Like he'll throw really slow, and then it'll take.
He'll throw
Get
a
it.
slow one.
Get it.
Oh, you missed the second one. What a jerk.
Yeah,
Okay, that's.
and it's kind of
That's-
funny that when you barely miss, it makes that little sound where it's like.
I mean,
Yeah,
you both said S, and I can't convince you.
I would put it
otherwise.
here, Brandon.
I would have put it below the go kart one. So
Okay.
it's down there, but it's
Tyler
still
wants it
S.
somewhere down here, so I guess we'll average to here.
Yeah.
The next one's gonna be a fight
This one's
because I bet
ti-
Tyler loves this,
this
and
one-
I actually kind of.
I think
I
this
like it.
one's really fun.
I
but
always
it's not-
lost, but I still
kinda
liked it.
didn't.
This one's fun because it's like rapid, just go as fast as you can.
Mario Matrix.
It's-
I think it's an A tier. I don't think it's an S tier because it's just a simple point and click.
I would put it here.
It's
Yeah, I'd put it about there.
it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I like that. It
Less
punished,
argument than you thought.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I thought you guys were gonna say S.
No.
Because I think it's just a worse version of the Apple shooter because they're both just pointing.
It is a worse shooter than the Apple one, and the Apple one's
Yeah.
up here.
The Apple one
so
is better. Yeah.
When I saw that, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I can
I
This
do
one's
like
fun
it.
though
It-
because you can try to outclick other people. So
It
it's not
also
quite the same.
it also punishes spammers
Yes. it
Yeah.
because
does.
your cursor will get stuck for a bit, which is good. This one,
F tier.
F tier.
Crash and Crash.
This is trash and trash.
This one is very slow paced.
This
if
one
you're the
sucks.
cursor person, you
The-
don't.
You
the
just
thing-
point and click A on
Well,
everything.
The thing was when Mario was the clicker, we always won, and then when I was always the clicker, I always won.
Well,
Yeah.
when
So
I
it's-
was the clicker,
You lost?
I never beat you guys.
Okay, so it's really strange.
It's not
game.
that it's unbalanced. It's just that it's boring.
This
is
game
pretty-
is awful.
pretty whack.
If you're a
Um,
skateboarder,
Also,
you're just going.
I don't like that-
do.
I don't like that there's whomps there that do absolutely nothing. If it's a living character, it should have done something when you clicked on it.
You
like-
should know this, Drew. Turning
drop
with
forward.
motion controls sucks.
I was able to do alright.
I
would
wasn't.
put it
Half the
here.
time, my skateboard would start going the other way
I think
because I was
it-
just a little too far.
I think it's top of F.
You think
I
it's top of
really
F?
didn't like it.
I'd put it here.
I'd put it F too,
I-
Tyler. I'm with Tyler.
When I'm the skateboarder, it just doesn't feel like it controls as
don't
well
like
as it should. When I'm not the skateboarder, I'm not having fun clicking things.
Exactly.
No, the
Now
clicking's
here's
definitely
different.
boring.
This one's fun.
Tightrope tread or not tightrope.
This one's
tread
quite a
trace.
bit of fun.
Tightrope's just a balancing game. It's
Treacherous
C-tier.
tightrope.
It's for me. It's quite a bit of fun because it has a skill ceiling. Because the character, if they're tilting, they walk slower, and it's a
Yeah.
Right.
race. So you want to be really good with your balance with the wind and everything. So that's a lot of fun.
I would put it.
I'd
I
say
think it's
top
a-
of B.
See, I
We don't
think
have too many B. Oh, B is looking really.
B is tiny.
B's looking really thin there.
I would put it.
I'd put it top of
Well,
B.
when I compare
Right
it to
here.
what's in C, I would put it in B tier.
Yeah, when I compare it to what's in B, it's the top of B.
I'd
I would
put
put
it-
it here
I put it
in
the
the
top.
middle.
Yeah.
I like these two more.
It's a good, solid game.
Yeah, that's where I'd put it.
Okay, we're almost done already.
Yeah, this one didn't have as much.
Swerving Skies.
I don't know how. I honestly don't know how I feel about this. It's
I don't know.
I-
It seems like it's fun, but then you play it and it's not as fun as you
as
think.
you
Wait,
think.
It's kinda
if you're the
weird.
3, aren't you just?
You're just
Yeah.
because
You're
you're,
just
you're
kind of-
dodging the person shooting, so you literally just want to always be moving,
And for the shooter, it's like I always
just trying to chase.
every time I was a shooter, I always got 5 out of the 6 balloons. I could never just quite
When you're the
get
shooter,
that
it's
victory.
very awkward because you gotta
It is
aim for
awkward.
their balloons, and their plane rotates like this. So
and
they
it's
turn.
kind of like it helps that you shoot 2 bullets, but it's harder to aim the 2 bullets instead of one central bullet.
yeah,
I
because then
feel.
you turn and you're shooting.
Right.
and you're shooting like angled. Yeah,
I'd
and
put it
it's
here.
Yeah, I agree.
Weird, just weird.
High D.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the most boring.
Don't worry, you can react.
Everyone wins
Doo, doo,
games
doo,
that I've
doo,
I was
played.
able to. Sometimes I didn't though. It
It
is pretty bland.
It's very
It's
bland.
very bland.
Very bland.
There's zero, like, it doesn't matter where on the ramp you are. As long as you touch that ramp, you're getting
Yep.
the point.
That's correct.
And then
And the ramps are always on the edges, so there's no reason to
it's
just
always
not all or
full
nothing.
right, full left.
Right.
Full right, full left.
Unless they do the doubles where you got to decide, you're always on an extreme.
And even then, it's still full. You never have to just kind of. And
Well,
he
and
he
this-
never throws the spinies on the very edges.
No,
You're
the spines
always
are
safe
always
on the edge.
somewhere in the middle. So the
Right.
I
spines
never
is-
hit one.
I would
ever.
put it
I
here.
think functionally that game
Very
is just
low
so
C.
boring.
Doesn't work.
It's
It's
the
D.
top of D.
Top of
D.
D. Okay. Where in D?
Top.
No good.
Me and Tyler say top.
Okay, so pretty very close
It's
to what I
better than
said.
the
This one was fun.
This
That one
one's
looked really
fun.
cool.
This one, your
This
plane
one
rotates
responds
slow.
well. It responds well
Yeah.
to the motion. Because some games really don't. Some games,
I did get
the
tripped
motion
up when I
falls
did not
apart.
realize that I couldn't make my plane do a full 360.
Because
Winging-
games
winging
like the
was scary.
clock falls apart with motion controls. But this game thrives with motion controls. will
I
say.
think this little flippy flip plane
This
dual
plane would
minigame
go-
would have been an A tier.
It's
We
like
played
A or
it a
S.
few- Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's like top
I'd put
A-ish
it
around
one
there.
below the Matrix.
Yep.
Yeah, one above
Oh,
the Matrix.
I-
One below the Matrix.
I'd put it slot 2. I put it
Okay.
above the
We'll
hover.
do it in the middle
hoverboard,
then,
hover
right
cart.
here, right in the middle.
It was fun.
I
Drew,
agree
you
with
have no
this.
opinion on it?
Well, I didn't get to play it, but I do agree it looked really fun. So
Yeah, it was fun.
I guess anywhere in A.
I was a
maybe
bit
it's
worried that it
happy.
would have been too easy to
This
tie,
one's
but
coming back.
Tyler got shredded. in
Winner or
front of him.
dinner?
This one is
I think this
very
is.
middle
Is this
of
the
road.
only like good everyone wins game? Because all the other ones suck.
All the other everyone wins games in this.
In
have
the
sucked.
just in this one.
in this game.
Yeah, this is the only
This
one
is
that
the
was like,
best
okay,
one.
I
This
guess
is-
I could play it.
I think this is the B tier. I don't love it, but hey, it's free money.
It's much better
It's way
than
better
all
than
the rest.
the cup one or the
Cup one
water
sucks.
skiing.
The water ski sucks.
So
It's like middle of B.
middle of B.
Yeah.
I'd put it here.
Yeah.
Yep. Do it there.
And the
We're all
last
in agreement.
And the last one is a dual mini game that I think has a cute presentation.
is this a luck one? It is
It
pure
is a
luck.
luck one.
Okay, so this one has
Well, I
two
love the
dual luck ones.
presentation because you each pick one and then you watch the fuses go.
You're the bomb, right?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
neat.
if you can tie in.
I
that
think
game.
this luck one's way better though.
Way better. That one's way better.
So
I think
Yeah.
the bomb's
The bomb's probably like a
B.
top of B.
yep.
top of B.
Top of B.
Yeah.
Both you guys
It's
see top.
significantly
Damn,
worse
alright.
than the Cardiators, but it's still really
Well,
good.
this board's a little more bottom heavy than
Yeah,
the last
I would
one.
say look,
It has
B,
a bunch
Sure.
of C's.
B is
There's a lot of
yeah,
C's.
but C is still lower half.
But there is something to be said where it's F tier is
I-
the most F tier of all Mario parties for me.
I'm not too sure. We'll have to
For
look back.
me.
We'll have to look back. Oh, you just I thought you meant
Just
the
like
amount.
the
amount
quality
No,
of those
cool.
F tiers.
If we looked at like all of
If
the
we took all the
minigames
F
from all
tiers-
the games we played, those 3 or
Are
4
the worst.
Those would need to have like a FF tier.
Drew,
They're that bad.
if we did a tier list of all the games we put only in F tier, those would still be in the F
Those
tier
would
of that
be-
F tier.
I think this is
These
the
These
worst.
are bad.
This one is like the S tier, F tier game. I don't want
It's
to
like-
play it, but
it's like
better than-
close
those
to
are
D.
Like the F of
This
the
is the
F.
worst mini game of all time.
That
I still
one
think
and
Flip
the
the
jump
Chimp.
rope one and
I
the
think
flip
Chimp.
the chip. Those 3 just.
I
suck.
stand my ground. I cannot stand Chimp.
I am surprised at how many S's there were. There were a lot of games I actually quite liked a lot. And
There was
yeah,
a
A
lot.
too.
There was a lot that
More
were
games than I thought.
There's a
I think though
very
this
little
one's
B's.
just got a lot of games where it's like okay. And
All right, we're playing a game.
Garbage.
This game does
Oh,
not...
you know what? I just realized why there's so many less games because there was no Bowser or DK minigames.
That is true.
That's why it's so much.
Bowser DK had a lot in 7, especially.
Yeah, they had 6 each.
Yeah,
So I was
they
quite
inflated
right.
it.
There's not much middle support.
No.
Well, there's a big C.
Dude,
but
this game's
there's a lot of
very
S, A.
extreme.
The B is tiny. But that's it.
Games I loved, but the games I hate, I really, really hate. I don't like getting hit on the head.
guess what?
I hate the monkey scream.
Well,
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
We'll see everyone later for Mario Party 9. Goodbye.
Yep. Don't know how we'll